I'm live for the hour. I'm going to be doing some live readings for us all for you all, in the time I have in the next hour. I want to just share, since I'm basically talking to myself right now, that I was just like preparing a space here, getting ready, tuning in, meditating, grounding, and so on, and I'm sort of just getting joined by a lot of angels, a lot of loving beings, and I was like, well, I wonder who these are. I wonder who this is, and I realized it's actually very loving beings that are representing you all. Those of you who are asking questions today, it's like you have emissaries who get sent ahead of you, and then connect with me and my lot, as it were. And it's all like a co-creation together, and that's lovely. Let me see. So yes, just while I'm waiting for questions to come in, wherever that is, I'm not sure I missed that. Do this every week, but then I'm like, where do they go? Where do they go? Anyway, so if it's your first time joining me for one of these, very simple. Just put a question in the comments, and I'm just going to read for you here. The first 10 minutes, I will take general readings. I will. For the remainder, I'm asking for specific questions. That's just so I can get to as many people as possible. I know people that do this sort of thing. They'll go for a couple of hours and so on, and anything and any messages and so on. I'm just like, you know what? I like to go to some depth with this. I just do. Actually last week, someone texted me. She had a question, and she's like, "Oh, shall I book a session?" I'm like, for the question she had, she didn't need a session. She didn't need that depth of time. And I was like, just let me answer that on Tuesday evening, and that's what I did. So this is time and space for legit questions you may have, legit things that are on your mind. Let's get them off your mind. Let's get them off your shoulders. Let's clear some space from your heart, and on we go. So I do see some questions. Hello, Berta, or Berta. Forgive me if that's the right pronunciation. I see your question there. Your question is, will you work again? And Denise, I will get to you. I'll come to you next. Okay. I get a yes on that, Berta. I do get a strong yes on that. It's, what did someone once say? Someone once said, it's only work unless you'd rather be doing something else, right? And we can draw a distinction between work and vocation and calling. Okay, so I'm seeing. I've asked the question in I believe the spirit you've asked about, monetary compensation for whatever you do, but I'm seeing that I get a yes on it, and I get a yes as well on you doing something more in relation to your deeper calling, whatever that may be. But anyway, you've asked a fair question, and my answer is yes. Yes, and hello, Patty. I'm behind. Okay. Denise. She asked about her. Hello, Penny, by the way. Vicky, sorry. It's time for your cat, Angel, to go to heaven. And she also says, cat's 21 years old. Oh my God, starting to miss the cat box. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm not sorry, Denise. I'm sorry. I'm not being facetious. Okay. I'm getting a yes on that. I'm getting a yes on that. I'm looking at. Explain this. I'm looking at prolonging it. I'm looking at putting it off and so on. And I get one of you. If it's you and the cat, one of you wants the cat to go, whether it's you or the animal, whether you or Angel, one of you wants to go, the other one's holding back. But I'm getting, I'm looking at the numbers I've got here. I'm getting lots of 10s and 9s and so on, and I feel completion. I feel completion. What would I do if it was me? If it was me, Denise, I'd take a couple of days. I just would. I wouldn't jump on this, but I think you know what to do. So yeah. And I'm sorry. Pets hit us in a place that touch us in a place that people don't. Right. Pamela. Will I have a positive outcome with an insurance issue? It's weighing heavily on my soul. Oh, Pamela, by the way, coming your way in late June. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be all right there, Pamela. Right now I'm seeing the sorry, I've got some screaming going on upstairs. I'm just going to wait for that to finish. Glad you could all join me for this. Fine. But anyway, right now, Pamela, I'm seeing the dissonance, shall we say? But I do see this turning out well, turning out fine. It's insurance, right? So I do see you getting what you need to get as well financially. I don't know if anyone's else involved with this, but anyway, more the point. Let me also affirm why you may be feeling what you're feeling right now. I do see some, as I say, dissonance. I haven't got a better word than that right now. But yes, okay. All right. Joelle, should you take the Irish Celtic shamanism class in June? Month? Yeah, that looks super good, Joelle. Yeah, and I look forward to hearing how you're like remembering it. Sometimes we get taught stuff. Sometimes we have to learn and work it out and figure it out. And sometimes it's like we're just remembering it. And yeah, it's like it's going to come out of you. And there's going to be points. I don't know how you're taking this class. There's going to be points where if you get to do it in person, there's going to be points where you say something and you're going to see people look at you like, as in like, where did that come from? How does she know that? Okay. Jessica. Oh, sorry. Hello, Jessica. Sorry, thank you. I thought that was a question. Forgive me. Oh, you do have a question. All right. Tracy, I see your question down here, Tracy. Let me just get to Jessica's question and I'll come back to you, okay? There we go. I court this week to extend harmony. The stress is I'm waiting for a decision. It's weighing heavily on any guidance on the outcome. Okay. I'm seeing everyone getting what they need, getting what they want. Okay. Now you're asking a question with you've asked another question. I don't think you know this, but you've asked another question. So just give me a second here. Right. There's more I could say here, Jessica, but I'm actually going to say, because you need something to do with these circulating thoughts, right? So I can tell you right now, yes, this is looking fine, but you need to do something with the circulating thoughts. So would you, and particularly today and tomorrow, because we've got a full moon and that stuff, is just louder, isn't it? It's louder. Oh, Vicky, I see your question. I'll get you in a second after Tracy. It's louder. So would you think further down the line than this? So further down the line is the court's over, the harmony's settled, it's done. Think further to you're with someone else. So think further down the line. If I say manifestation, I'm talking about the quality of us that manifests through us, not the think and you will have it stuff. I'm talking about the deeper stuff. The deeper stuff needs further ahead to go than you're giving it, because you're keeping it too close. Send it further away, okay? Don't only throw it away. I mean, send it further forwards. All right, further. The court's resolved that the harmony's done. The you move on further than that. That's where I'd suggest your mind goes to with all of this. Okay, and thank you, Jessica. By the way, Jessica, I've touched base with Tanji for a date in late June. So telling you that. All right, Tracy. Will you make a living doing what you want to do? So, Tracy, I'm getting a no on that. Okay, it's not the answer I want to give you. I want to give you a great big fat yes, and fireworks and bells and whistles and so on. There is money. I do see money. What I want to offer you from what I'm seeing here is not to be or feel betrayed by that. Okay. And as time goes on, whether it's days, weeks, months, and whatever, to be continually reflecting on what it means to do what you want to do. There's a whole deeper conversation to have there, okay? There is money, because I'm seeing it, and I'm also seeing it not being as much as you want it to be, right? So just know I'm not saying that out of any bluntness. I wish you all everything in the world. But all right, Vicky. Oh, how's this work? I'm on Instagram as well. I'm just trying to figure this out. Pray for me, Generation X. All right. Should you study energy healing? Which would be right for you? Energy, vibrational music, flowers. Okay. Okay, so I get a yes on that, Vicky. I'd get a yes on studying. The biggest hits I'm getting for you are on yes and studying energy, but also with flowers. You haven't said it, and it's kind of subtle in this reading, but the what I'm seeing is like the more you study, the more you concentrate, connect, focus, and all these things. I'm seeing like spirit going to you, like, come on, come on, come on. There's a lot they want to give you. That's the root of that tree for you, Vicky, is communication with your intuition, guidance, and guides and spirit, and so on. If there is even any difference, okay, that's what's getting cultivated there, and you're not. It's not about communicating with spirit guides for the sake of spirit guides. No, it's about communicating with all of that for you, right? For you to bring around grace and ease and so on around you, to give your curiosities a fertile ground to grow seeds in. Okay, it's for you. It's actually not for other people. It's not for spirit guides. Not even God. It's for you. Okay. I just want to check out and missed anyone. Missed someone last week. They were unhappy with me. Okay, energy. Tara has the opportunity to take college classes at his high school next year. What do you see would be for his greater good? All right, so this one's tricky, Angie, because I prefer the spread on him doing that, but I also see that he. Let me just get this out. I like the spread on him doing the college classes, but I see that he feels a little bit stuck in it. I don't mean stuck with the work. I mean a bit sort of boxed in. But at the same time, it is lighting him up in a way. It's showing him opportunities. It's because his mind, I'm seeing, wants to cast out in other directions. So, you know what? I actually, looking at this, I actually think he should. Because I'm looking at, I also did a spread on him not doing that. And he looks a little bit bored and under stretched. Yeah. And so, like, if you would, I'm just thinking about what I would do if it was one of my kids, and I was looking at this for me, and I think, well, I'd want them to be stimulated. I want them to be stretched, and if I'm seeing that there's they would feel, if I'm seeing that there's a probability, as it were, of them feeling a bit stuck with it all, then at least I can know that. At least I can do something for them, be there or whatever it is. So I would suggest them doing that, personally. There, Brandy. Oh, Verena, you had a question yesterday. I do remember. I do remember. I didn't remember quickly enough to answer it when I started, but I do remember, yes. I think you should not do what you were asking to do, Verena. I think you should not do it. Okay. Verna, what career choice would bring you success? Okay. Yeah, for this sort of thing, because we've got such a, literally almost infinite spectrum of possibilities here, it would, so let me just do that, there we go. It would be great to have some options, all right? So I'm just going to see what comes, and I'm going to see what comes. You know what I'm getting here? Maybe because I wasn't looking for it. I could see you teaching, particularly. Now, I'm not from this country, so I get a bit confused with the school ages, but I would say teens, early teens, like how old? 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. It's that age group. Now, success is a nebulous word. Success can mean a bunch of things. Success in how good the work you do is. Success in how much you receive for doing what you do. And I don't know what you mean there. No, I do know what you mean, but I'm just saying there's more to it. So you've asked a question. My answer is teaching to that age group. And if you want to know why, or a little bit more about it, I see it's because kids at school need to know a bit more about actual life than they're getting taught at school. So do that as you wish, okay? And thank you for your question. Millie, it's an opportunity for advancement at your current job or pay increase soon, okay? Okay. Yes, I don't see it soon, though. Soon, that's another nebulous word, isn't it? I think I say that every single week. There is changes and there is development in the pipeline, okay? Okay, so let's just say soon was 3 months. And I don't see it in 3 months. I could see it not within a year, more like 9-10 months or so. But if I could just offer to you, Nelly, to advice that anyone can give anyone, but keep your head down. What do people say? Dress for the job you want. Well, let's just shift that a bit and say show up for the job that you want. Okay. It's almost, sometimes I think it's good that things don't happen immediately because it gives us time to be and become someone different, someone else. It gives us time to grow into that. That's what I mean. Pam, I'm going to be in, I don't know where you live, but I'm going to be in Beverly, Mass on, I'm losing track, but the Saturday in the month, and then pretty much New Hampshire for the rest of that week. Tracy, do you see that going to Virginia looks okay for your daughters and for you this summer? Go to tell me where you're going in Virginia as well, Tracy. You know, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving this for whatever reason. To the point that I want to say rethink it. Perhaps timings, your length that you're there for. But we can talk about it, right? I don't like things being open-ended when I do this, but I will have to move on. Okay. Karen. Provide you with a guardian angel or guide's name that is most assisting me during this next phase of your life. Yes. I'm going to share with you all that the answer's already come, right? And I'm already like, nah. I need to check. I need to use an externality. That's what's going on in my head right now. Just in case you think I'm like, I still want to check. I still need to check. You know, if I had my, well, she's no longer with us, but if I had my teacher standing here next to me, she'd be like, no, you don't. No, you don't. But I don't, so I'm going to. Oh, there is someone else. I just, come on. Hey, Karen, take a screenshot of this, will you? Oh, there we go. So there's not just one, there's like three. The name that came first that I needed to check on, for what it's worth, was Gabriel. And Gabriel is absolutely there. But the more, how can I explain this? I can't explain this. Gabriel's there and comes and goes. Zadkiel of the seventh ray is more the continual presence. And there's another one, and I'm going to do my best with the name here because I've not heard of this before. I'm going to pen and paper. Elohuel. I'm going to try and spell this for you, okay? Elochul. Elohuel. Elohuel. Elohuel is who gives you information. Zadkiel is who clears the way in front of you. Because you need the way cleared in front of you, Karen. Sylvia, what is next for you? Okay, you ask an open question there, and so I'm going to be as brief as I can here, because that's a very in-depth thing you're asking. I think that's why I couldn't do it last week. So let me just cover a few different layers here, all right? On the inner, your let's just call it your sight. And by sight, I'm talking about hearing, I'm talking about seeing, I'm talking about sensitivity in general is getting a lot more refined. That's your, let's just call it your daily kind of spiritual expression. Then more on the emotional, physical, I'm seeing a body of work for inner healing to do, and it's just going to happen, okay? So you don't have to try and do that, it's just going to happen. I feel it's surrounding work in the past. Next, and this slightly relates to the first thing I said about your inner sight, but this is more about how you think. And I'm just seeing that getting cleared away. I'm getting shown clouds, and I'm getting shown clouds evaporated by the sun. Then I was just inspired to ask about, well, is there travel, is there work, is there something to do with health? I just thought I'd ask about that. I'm not seeing travel at the moment. I am seeing more work. I'm seeing more work because it's a way that you effortlessly open your beingness. Okay, I was about to say heart, and yeah, but that's open your heart. No, it's I mean your beingness, right? That you you kind of click into another gear in yourself with, and that for you seems to happen in the work mode. In terms of health, everything seems fine. It's more like it seems to be more about maintenance rather than I've got to fix that or I've got to work on that. More like maintenance. Okay, so that's really most as deep as I can go for you there, Sylvia. Oh, best question of the day. All right. Just because I love the chutzpah, let's do this. By the way, just speaking to everyone from here, seems like every week, someone from another country finds all of this and starts messaging those of you that have put in comments to ask if you would like a reading from them. It is completely up to you if you have readings from other people. I'm just saying I can't help it if people show up here and do that. Right? I can't help it. It's I catch it as soon as I can, and I've got very, very dear friend Patty on here helping out with that. But I just want to say it's nothing to do with me if that happens. It is nothing to do with me. All right. So, show you the money. Okay, I can't show you the money in the next 3 months, right? But so I was looked a little further than that. You're being asked to walk in faith, right? And what does walking in faith means? Walking in faith. What do the people say? What do people say? So they say sometimes people need to see in order to believe. Really, we have to believe in order to see. And what that means is holding a vision when you don't have the confirmation in front of you. Here's how I feel about that. To have a random idea and try and think and will it into being, I don't think is how we work. If we have faith in something, it's because we have connection to a probability / future reality. And that is a real thing. And you can't fake that kind of thing. You can talk yourself out of that kind of thing, but the connection is real. And what you want to do is what you want to do is hold to that, because every single second you hold to that, and you're talking about finances right now, and why not? Because you can do good things with finances, right? Every second that you hold true and fast to that, you are building it. Just like if you're putting gas in your car, just like if you're filling up a balloon with air or whatever, you take it away, you take the input away, and nothing's going in. So next 3 months, no, I'm not seeing the sort of money maybe you would like to see. After that, I am. Okay, Erin. Potential job coming up. I can't decide if it is what. You just can't decide if. Okay, I'm just sorry. I'm trying to understand. You can't decide if. Oh, if they offered you, if it's something you should do, anything about it. All right, got it. Sorry. Huh. You know, I think so. If you can make it yours, if you can make this job yours, I like it. I like it. Some people will start a job, and I'm not saying this is you, right? But some people will start a job like they're doing the employer a favor, okay? And in that is it's like you go into work every day with holding back. And I don't remember who I was reading for earlier on, but the guidance came through. Show up for the job you want to have, even if it's not here right now. So if you can make this job yours, like it's your company, your business, which on a micro level it actually is, then I love what I see here. I love what I see here. If you're going to treat it like a job, I don't like it. Gosh. I'm wondering if there's an opportunity for you to move. That would be better for your highest good of others from where you're currently living. Where are you? Okay. Okay, there is, but it's not here yet. I was talking to someone today who also was asking about a move and where to live and so on. And they really needed to stay put because there is something coming, but it's not here yet, even in her whole town. And I'm seeing something in a similar vein. So like it's being. I'll give you an example. Let's just say that there's somewhere for you to rent. There's a house to rent, okay? But there's still people in it. So, like this place here. I moved here in April. And it's the right place for us. It's the right place for us. But if I had started looking in February, it wouldn't have been a possibility, would it? So, yeah, but not yet. I just need to affirm that you are tuned into something, but it's just not here quite yet. I love that you ask, by the way, for the highest good of everyone. Just saying. Okay. Violinist living in Buenos Aires. Wondering about your career path in the future as all arts have stopped. Musician since birth. Wow, I would love to hear you playing. Okay. Okay, so as in the way that you had been doing things, I'm seeing a halt, as it were. So there's a new way to do it, and in a snapshot, it's going to be and going to have to be your way. Can you just start getting, because look, like I'm only seeing this question because you're on YouTube, right? Can you start getting on YouTube and just playing? And other platforms and duetting with people. Because you can, and kind of have to, I'll explain in a second, create new pathways. I'm saying pathways rather than avenues because I'm speaking more in an energetic sense. Pathways will turn into avenues. Why do you have to? Why am I being so blunt there? I don't know you. I haven't heard you play, but I want to. Like, I'm already getting that. I want to hear you play. And I do believe those in the creative arts, we've got a greater responsibility than we think we have for people to hear, to receive, to imbibe, whatever, what it is that comes through us. Like there's agreements, there's soul agreements to it. Oh, I want to say so much. But anyway, would you start there? Would you just start getting what it is that comes through you, through music, out to other people? I'm not saying sending to record labels. I'm not saying sending to performing houses. I'm just saying play, get it out, get people hearing you, get it in other contexts, get it in other get it associated with other things, right? And I think that's going to have to be enough for now. Okay, Angela, hello. Jennifer, sorry. You wanted to ask, are you on track to having the business that you're supposed to have? Short answer, yes. Slightly longer answer. So I was just answering someone's question who is a creative person. And, I've been running businesses since I was 22. I'm not 22 anymore. It's a long time after 22. You've got a chance to see what business is and isn't. And I want to just remind you of something that I'm sure you know, that to run and operate a business is to be a bridge, is to be a conduit, even dare I say a channel. And so just for the sake of keeping you on track there, Jennifer, to remind you that your trajectory is about doing that. It's not solely about acquiring. It's not so much about capital and money and these things. It's connecting what you do with the people who require it, right? So short answer is yes. Slightly longer answer is stay focused on why you do, why you began it, and where you're going with it, right? Okay. Maya, would you please bless on this chat with unconditional love, grace, grant all systems and belief to make space for more vibrant light. Okay, so yes. I'm not like some magical person that can do it and other people can't do it. I always end these things with a prayer. because, and well, we're not too far off that. In fact, I want to take this tangent and share tomorrow night, same time, I'm going to be giving a body of work to clear stuck, yeah, let's just call it stuck energy from the collective. Let's just call it that. And that, in the same way, requires a group of willing bodies to be holders for it. We connect together like a cell of energy, like a battery of energy, and we can move some. And I want to do it on the full moon. So in a moment, yes, absolutely, we'll all take a breath together and do something. But I think really for the actualization of what you're asking here, Maya, why don't you join us tomorrow? Join me tomorrow. It's on Zoom. All the details are in the event section. It's free. It's blah, blah, blah. But yes, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Forgive me if I'm laboring the point here. I'm just trying to say there's no special people out there that can bless if you can't, right? You can just as much as I can. And I think as we're moving into the Aquarian age, it's like we've got to have this conversation that we all have equal ability to bless things. We just freaking do. Okay. So, hey, then why not? So I don't see any more questions. So if we can all just take a breath together, please. And if we're taking breath together, it's remembering that we each represent a community, don't we? And if we've all chosen to do something as one, which we have for right now, before we go off and have our own evenings, that we're choosing a point of unification rather than division or separation. And so let's breathe together with that. And with that, we send a prayer, we say a prayer for each of your families. We say a prayer for anything that is important to you. May it come fluidly, without struggle. We say a prayer of good health for all that you love, all those that you care about. Do this willingly, peacefully, without forcing. Maya, thank you for asking. That was further than I probably would have gone. But just so we all know, it is in the asking that the response comes. So, Jasmine, I see your question there. I'm going to call time now. Please, you're welcome to message me a question. I'll get to it the next time. To say to you all, I'm going to England on Saturday. I'm taking the kids. So the next one of these is not going to be on Tuesday. I'm probably going to do it on the weekend just because of the time difference. If I did it at this time of the day, in England, it would be like 1 in the morning, and I'm just not going to do that. Just not going to do that. So just watch out for. I'll put notifications on my page. Probably do it on a week on Saturday, a week on Sunday, in the morning UK time. No, in the morning US time. And I want to say good night, and I'll see any of you tomorrow for the work with the full moon. All right.